Well, hello. Here is my IR receiver. Uh, you can see that we have our G, R, and Y. Our 5 volts. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the 5 volts is the red wire, and that goes into the middle. So that goes to the R. The ground is gonna go to the G. That's kind of obvious. And then our 11 with a tilde is going to go to the Y. I set up an LED that I explained in previous episodes. Here, let me just upload the code. I'll explain the code in a second. But I've uploaded it, so when I press the power button, or basically any button, it will start flashing. As you know, I tried to do something a little bit more complicated, but it didn't work out, so I ended up just doing a flashing light. Code for the IR. You can see we have our including things. It has to do with all this code. I won't be explaining this. It's a little, I don't know where this is really, but I won't explain it anyways. So IR receive, as it says, create instance of receive. So receiving the IR signal. And then you're decoding the results, so you're finding out the results. You have your void set up, serial begin, so serial monitor beginning it, serial print, LN, so it's printing. So when you start it up, oh sorry, let me plug it in quickly. When you start it up, it will say R receive button decode. I'm not really sure why it says that. I think it's just so that you know that the serial has began already, and then you're basically enabling the IR. I'm pretty sure that this has something to do with the IR.H. You have your void loop, so your initial temp value. I'm pretty sure this also has something to do with the IR.H. Not really why it would have TMP value. I haven't really looked at it yet. I can't really see anything in here about it, so I don't know how to explain it. But so if IR receives, so if we receive the IR signal, find out results, so decode results, so how we received IR signal. Then we have our for loop, so initial I is our variable, initial I equals 0, I 23, I plus plus, and this has something to do with our IR.H and just going through a bunch of the setups so that it works out. And then our if loop, if key value I, so our variable, results dot value. This also has something to do with the IR.H. And I, key number. So I is less than key number. So as long as these are all true, it will do digital write 13 high, wait 1 second, so delay, and then digital write 13 low. Hold on, I'll make it better for you. And then delay 1000. And then it will redo it over and over. I don't think I've ever explained this before, but these curly brackets, basically they close off. So the bottom one's going to close off the void loop. This one closes off the if loop, and just the if loop. This closes off the for loop. So the for loop is repeating this section, and then this is closing off just what the if statement is saying. The reason why I'm doing a blinking light is because it took although it's not as, I think that the blinking light took a lot more thought process to figure out, just doing it like the harder way. I eventually simplified it to just having it like this. Originally, it was a lot more complicated. It was something more like this. I instead simplified it, and I think that the process of changing it from something more difficult to changing it to something as simple as this was harder to do than figuring out the new process that you told me you could do for having the turning on and off. I think that finding out how to do the flashing light, I think that was harder, so that's why I'm doing it like this instead of doing the turning on and off.